The kids who work here don't know where it came from, of course, but neither do the old-timers. None of them bought it, so there's no tracking number. As far as they know, it's just always been here.
I'm sure we all know who Jack Black is, right? The lovable, hilarious hero of many movies. The chosen one, the masked one, the edumacated one. But there was a time where Jack Black was in the spotlight of a narrative, but not the story. In Brutal Legend, Jack Black plays a character meant to be part of the background. He's just a normal, out-of-sight roadie, not the rock star. Brutal Legends isn't just some hack and slash. It's that and more. Eventually, the game evolves into a beat-em-up with real-time strategy elements where you must command an army while taking on the battlefield yourself. Not only that, but you can cast spells with rhythm game sequences to manipulate your army, summon vehicles, and many other things. Jack Black has a secret for us. We gotta be all slick back and cool as he brings us into this record store. Look how special we are. He's taking us out back to see the really rare stuff. Keep quiet though. No one should know about it.
You sure you're ready for this? Because what I hold in my hand is not just gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your soul.
And here we have the game's menu, as stylized as an old DVD menu where creators actually took the time to create a cohesive and immersive layout. You flip through this record to change the options and boy does it reek of style. Jack Black plays Eddie Riggs, a roadie who's being asked to move mountains for the star of the show. The band's playing the show. They give him nonchalant compliments but pressure him to take care of the show so their superstars can shine bright. They want him to build something to appeal to a mass audience, not just heavy metal fans. From their sounds alone, Eddie knows this band is unsalvageable.
I can fix anything, except that.
Metal is dead.
Their band is mixing in as many genres as they can while calling it heavy metal. Eddie knows his talents are wasted on them. He wants to be part of something that feels real. One of the bandmates climbs on a device Eddie warned him not to touch, causing him to slip and fall. This is where Eddie's role in the story is cemented.
A good roadie knows his whole job is to make someone else look good. A good roadie stays out of the spotlight. If he's doing his job right, he don't even know he's there. Once in a while he might step on stage just to fix a problem, to set something right. But then before you even realize he was there, or what he did, he's gone.
And out of nowhere, our humble Eddie vanishes into the night as a metal monster blows away the band to isekai him into another world. There's a ritual happening in this dreary new place. Robes of men in red, they don't look safe, asking for their master as Eddie proclaims he is no master. They draw their blades as it's clear their event has been crashed by an outsider. Eddie rushes to the Separator, an awesome axe to ready himself for melee combat. But that's not all. He claims Clementine to wield magic against his freakish enemies. The game begins as a third-person action game where you mix together Eddie's two axes for in-your-face brawling and long-range lightning. With his newfound abilities, he must escape this mountain of skulls against this big, ugly,
Kinda sexy though in a weird way.
demon. Mounting this demonic leg walker thing, he makes his way down to find a gorgeous babe under a red hood.
Oh man, don't tell me I've been slaying hot girls this whole time.
She informs him that the axe is something special. The wrong kind of people are after it. Emperor Doviculus. With her by your side, you're introduced to the team attacks, an integral part of this game. The Emperor's undead army is coming in droves, and Eddie ingenuites a sweet ride from the Temple of Ormagolden to make their great escape.
What do? You slam it into goo, hoo, hoo, hello. Looks like it's working already.
A big gimmick of this game is having road sections you gotta drive Eddie through. It's a small open world, so this car comes in handy to get you from point A to point B. But the gate here is closed. As she goes in to open the gate, our first boss of the game arrives. It's a giant scaly worm thing. You have to get it to miss you and get stuck to the ground as you use your nitro boost to rip its tongue out.
So that I may wet my blade on your
Hey, knock that off!
entrails.
Decapitation! There. It is dead. And you, I will now teach you. Hang on. I shall now teach you of French kissing.
With his high-flying victory and sweet new ride, Eddie's sure he's won the babe's attention. That is until she mentions another man's name. As Eddie numbs his face so he doesn't show her his sadness, we get a look at Emperor Doviculus himself, claiming he can smell the blood of someone even more dangerous than the fire beast Ormagoden. Her name is Sucoria, someone with great power from his past who vanished. To him, this is a declaration of war. We learn of your new lady friend's name as a blonde welcomes her back to Bladehenge. Her name's Ophelia, as the car-stabbing chick is Lita, Lars' little sister. It is here you meet the Adonis Ophelia is sweet on.
Lars.
Eddie has to explain to his new team that he's not from around here. He's from a land where people don't have to tune their own instrument. That's what roadies like him are for.
The Rockstar's job is just to deliver the audience to the promised land of rock.
He informs them that the crest on his belt summoned him here. It is none other than the Cremator of the Sky, destroyer of the ancient world, the eternal fire beast himself, Ormagoden. Eddie's blood awakened the beast and it transported him here. The legend of Ormagoden is up for interpretation, but the beast is to bring a being who will either save them or destroy them. But Eddie's charm assures him that he's here to help. He's here to liberate the humans and obliterate the demons holding them captive. He must be ready to go to war, but his inexperience tells him Lars is a better fit than he is. All he's good at is being a roadie, building a crew to support their rock stars. Learning that they have no army, they make for General Lionwhite to free their captured men and women.
Let's get the ladies.
But
Time to break the chains!
This is where you get your first allies and a taste of its RTS elements, the Headbangers.
It's time to sound the battle cry.
Have you been looking at my sword?
You play a tune of freedom as you inspire them to join your army. You can now command your allies to defend an area or attack your targets as you take down the enemy general.
The only two I know I can always count on. Fear and pain.
Eddie recruits the rest of the Headbangers as you find out Ophelia's already freed the woman of your army. You ascend atop a mountain to get her healed up by the Killmaster. Yeah, definitely a name for a mage, but it's just a ruse to scare off his enemies. He refuses to heal her as it would be too much of an inconvenience for him. That is until they mention fighting Lionwhite. He attempts to heal her with the music from his strings, but it's not enough. He needs better strings from the Queen Spider to perform his healing properly. Being the good partner he is, Lars takes the initiative to infiltrate the Queen's lair, but his little sister opposes. His sister jealousy makes them bicker. There's no time to waste, so Eddie slays the Spider Queen without them.
Whoa.
With Ophelia's life fading, he makes a bite out of parts around the Queen's lair and rushes back. The Killmaster's spell is a success.
Lars, I can always count on you, can't I?
You meet the women Ophelia saved, the Laser Girls. They're inspired to fight, but they need a weapon. You round out these hogs as she makes rifles out of them.
We're under attack!
Now you must use your guitar to erect towers to attract fans and use those fans to summon your army. You don't have to fight Lionwhite alone. You have allies for this war. During the fight, Eddie feels something strike his back, but there's no wound to be seen. Ophelia is perplexed, but Eddie picks himself back up like nothing happened. Victory is yours as Lionwhite retreats. This inspires confidence in Lars. As Eddie explores around, he runs into Ozzy Osbourne inside a relic.
Well, it's about fucking time!
Ozzy is the guardian of metal, a being in a zone surrounded by lava and chains. He mentions the world used to be run by titans before they turned the fire beast into the very car he drives. The more Eddie pleases the gods, the more Ozzy can upgrade his gear and vehicles. With his new equipment, Eddie starts the tour as you have to take out the demons chasing after your band. As you infiltrate the barracks to Lion White's guards, something weird befalls Eddie. He falls to the ground as his back acts up.
Boss!
Eddie!
My back!
Edward!
Ah! 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 Ah!
With wings for you to take flight, you can now fly around the map to scout the area and issue commands to your army from the skies. Oddly enough, Ophelia mentions she had a hunch about this transformation. Before they can head on any further, they have to recruit roadies to stealthily enter the domain. Just like being a roadie himself, he knows how easy they are to look past, making them the perfect people to be ignored as you sneak inside.
Yeah. Let me guess. You guys are really great at hauling stuff? You hang out in the shadows? You only wear black? And you're really hard to see from far away?
What? I don't...
My friends, these are roadies.
He takes Ophelia along with him to rescue the roadies at Screaming Wall. He gets some one-on-one time with Ophelia on their way back, and with his adrenaline pumping, he does kinda cross a line here. Yeah, I don't condone this in any way possible. It feels a bit out of place here, especially since Lars has been nothing but a good dude and now Eddie is disrespecting their relationship, but whatever, let's move on. Once they make it inside, there are signs of their unwelcome. They make sure to take it down so it doesn't upset Lars, but Lita remarks that Ophelia wants to be the one to break it. Eddie's confused at their little cat fight, but it's just because
They don't trust me. They think I'm a tear drinker.
Why do they think that?
Because my parents fought in the Black Tear Rebellion. It was a long time ago, but now none of them will ever really trust me, no matter how much I do for our cause. Now, I've told you, now you won't trust me either,
I trust you.
until they turn you against me.
Here. My dad gave me this. He said it belonged to my mother. It's the only thing I have of hers. I trust it to you,
No matter what?
no matter what.
What treachery is this?
Camp is set up as they prepare for an epic battle to take down Lion White down for good. Lion White tries to win them over that their heavy metal lifestyle is barbaric. He's simply cleaning up their act so Emperor Doviculus doesn't cause chaos because of their unsanitary lifestyle. And for profit, of course. Capitalism, you know the deal. Gotta make the big bucks as he's sucking up to the Demon Emperor.
The powerful music of the past. You almost made us forget about it. Almost. Today we shall hear it again. The music of a free people. From the singing of our blades through your flesh, to the pounding of our fists into your skull. For the honor of Bladehenge, for the freedom of its people, and for the glory of its metal!
The place is falling apart as Lion White tries to stop its collapse. Alas, his efforts are in vain. While Lion White is out of the picture, it's no time to be throwing a party as it's finally time to go over and take down the Emperor himself. Lion White's destroyed home blocks their way out, but Ophelia has an alternative, a way that leads to the Sea of Black Tears, raising Lita's suspicions. Before they head out, the Demon Emperor catches onto their plans and mentions Sucoria's name once again, letting them know she was supposed to spy on them, not aid them. Now this will cause a wonderful war until Lars stands up to him.
It seems I had less to worry about than I thought.
Lars!
As the band make their escape, Lita confronts Ophelia about selling them out. This is vengeance for her brother's death. But Eddie won't have any of this bickering. Eddie believes she is Sucoria as she questions her. But no one in the band believes her. They blame Lars' death all on her and walk away.
What do I care if you turn your back on me? Just like the rest of them. You're just like the rest of them.
Lars is given a proper burial here as 3 months pass. A headbanger sees an ominous figure in the midst. It's an ambush, but the legend of you taking down the general is spread and a new group of rockers join the fray. But there's something weird as you win the battle. The enemy are wearing symbols pointing to Ophelia. Their doubts are reassured about leaving her behind for getting Lars murdered.
To set human against human. To let the uprising destroy itself.
When they meet up with Ophelia, she's changed, as blue as the sadness she carries. An ominous aura surrounds her feet. She's been turned. With an army from Emperor Doviculus, she plays a song that shakes the earth, causing everyone to retreat. On your way out, you run into 3 fire-breathing dogs you ensnare into your army, but capturing the demon dogs gets you captured by some scantily clad babes in the process. As they try to burn you all alive, Eddie raises a relic to put out the flames. But there's something weird on the walls. There's a picture that looks strangely just like Eddie, but it's not him, it's his dad. They inform him that this can't be his dad. It was a legendary warrior who fought alongside the Zalia and protected them against the Blackwater.
Yeah, he gave me something too. I found this in his attic after he died.
Knowing this, they agree to join his army. When his father went after Doviculus, he never returned. Now Eddie will follow in his father's footsteps to finish his mission, but not before being confronted by the black-teared Ophelia. She opens up about what happened to her when the last of her loved ones exiled her. Because of Eddie's abandonment, her insecurities were given a chance to strike. They won. She jumped into the sea of black tears only to be drowned by its power before she could realize her mistake. She was consumed until they were one and the same. It's now a war between 2 former lovers, but Eddie keeps his jester mouth as he insults her, only to be told he's nothing special. His time travel was nothing new, and that his father was a coward, running away with the Emperor to a different era. Eddie chases her down to the sea of black tears as she lays her heart bare.
Through the woods, a girl came sadly. Something broken in her chest. She had dared to love another. Alas, no better than the rest. Up my path, the girl came gladly. Something opened up my doors. I longed to stop her bleeding heart, and so I called her to my shores. Those you trust will hurt you badly. Something now I'm sure you see. So drown your tears in me, my dear. As you drown, my dear, in me.
You're able to summon a massive blade to crush her defenses, threatening her life as she dares to stand in your father's missions. She laughs as you confuse Doviculus for the Emperor during your father's campaign. No, you're still someone who hasn't been revealed yet. The drowned Ophelia makes one last escape as Eddie tries to slay her with his axe, only to be interrupted by Doviculus himself. Eddie lashes out at her using the name Sucoria, but his understanding is wrong.
Oh, you think she is the grand demon witch? The white-winged death?
It is here he learns his father didn't kill Sucoria, but was seduced by her, giving birth to Eddie? He is the child of the Savior and the Emperor?
You're wearing her shirt. You're wielding her axe.
Now it's personal. Eddie drives his car into the tentacles in his way, all while Doviculus tells him of his mother, how he tried to bed her, but turned down his advances. With his defenses down, it's time for Eddie to end the fight once and for all.
You can hurt an emperor.
Decapitation!
A good roadie knows his whole job is to make someone else look good, keep someone else safe, help someone else do what they were put here to do. A good roadie stays out of the spotlight. If he's doing his job right, you don't even know he's there. Once in a while, he might step on stage just to fix a problem, to set something right. But then before you even realize he was there, or what he did, he's gone.